Yo, what up, everybody? Today on the Scottie Show, I have a Kill Me Lord member, Geist. How you doing?
I'm good.
That's good, man. For the people that don't know who Geist is, who is Geist, bro?
I'm just a member of Kill Me Lord. Just make beats for all the artists and stuff in there and, you know, remix songs and just post crazy shit on Twitter.
Hell
Just
yeah,
be
I feel
working
you.
and shit.
Hell yeah. How did you get into producing and remixing and stuff like that? How did you know that that was like a lane that you could get into? Like, how did you know you had like a talent for that?
Uh, I don't know. I kind of just I I didn't really get into rap music until like high school. And so
Yeah.
like a lot of the rap music I was into was like Florida, like Denzel Curry, like Young Simi, SGP.
Yeah,
Like, so I
yeah.
kind of got that shit from like them. Like they would remix shit and like put it in their songs, and it
Mm.
was kind of just that type of influence. Like, and I don't know, I just kind of feel like I have an ear for that kind of shit. Like I feel like I listen to a song and I'm like, I could like do it my own way, you know? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like I have that ear for that.
Hmm.
But yeah,
What
and it's
was
also just like really fun too. Like I feel like giving your own little twist on a song like is
yeah,
kind of fun too. So
yeah. So like were you like big on like remixes like before I would say pre like Denzel Curry era like when like Lil Wayne had like the No Ceilings and he was like remixing like all like those songs and stuff like were you like a fan of that? Were you a fan of like rappers like remixing other people's songs or like are you like a fan of like a producer kind of like remix like DJ kind of like remixing the song?
yeah, like I kind of got into like flips on like SoundCloud when I'd hear
Mm,
somebody do
mm.
like a flip of like a Smoke Perp song or something. I'd like, damn,
Yeah,
bro, like that's
yeah,
cool. Like I always thought that was cool and like,
yeah,
I wonder
yeah,
how to do that. And I just kind of figured that out and yeah.
yeah. Like
Um
with those like the 3 6 Mafia, you talking about like those kind of like flips or like how like
uh
what
no, see I didn't really get into like rap music until like I said like around high school, like freshman year
mm,
when I was like
mm-hmm.
around 16, 17. Um
No,
like before that I was just listening to more like rock and shit, you
who you
know.
listen to on the
So
rock side?
like I listened to Disturbed, like Crossfade, like Corn, you know, like all that
Okay,
kind of
Corn. I fuck
shit.
with Corn. Hell
So
yeah, Corn. Corn,
yeah.
yeah, Corn's dope. How'd you get into like what other music genres were you into? Like just rock and like was that it or like were you like fucking with like the
Yeah.
pop punk shit? Were you fucking with like
Nah, I never really been into that kind of shit. I mean,
yeah?
I thought it was cool, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
think stuff like that's cool, but it's just not really stuff that I listen to. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yeah, always just like rock and like even just softer like shit, you know, like Rob Thomas and shit, like
Mm-hmm.
Matchbox 20 and shit.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
grew up
yeah,
listening to
yeah.
that kind of shit. So
Hell yeah.
um like Dave Matthews Band and shit, like in the car, like with my mom and shit on road trips. Like that's the shit we would listen to. So
Mm. That's sick.
yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Who are like some like your inspirations, and like what keeps you like inspired to like keep on like making like new stuff or just trying new things out? Like what kind of things inspire you? Are you watching like anime when you're making stuff? Are you watching like movies, TV shows? I like watching stuff on like whenever I'm like writing shit, I like to like either watch like an anime or I'll watch some shit like Kill Bill on silent. Like I'll have
Yeah.
like the volume turned down or some shit. And
Oh yeah.
like yeah, like what kind of stuff do you like to do or watch or be around or listen to keep yourself inspired?
Mm, I don't know, bro. Honestly, that's a good question. Like, honestly, I feel like everything inspires me. Like, people
Just
on
living life?
Twitter inspire me. Like, my kid inspires me, you know, like
Hell
working
yeah.
inspires me. Like,
Hmm.
trying to be like a better like artist or, producer, like that inspires
Hmm.
me, you know? So,
Hell yeah.
like it's just a little bit of everything, honestly. And like when I
Hmm.
hear like cool like new music, like a cool new sound, like that shit inspires me. Like
Mm.
recently I got into like using like the CTM 808 and like just kind of, messing around with using like multiple 808s and songs and shit or in beats. And so it's just, I don't know, always kind of like improving is what inspires me,
Hell
like
yeah.
just getting better, like just
Hmm.
all around. Like
what is like the most like challenging thing about being a producer and like working with like a bunch of different like artists and stuff and being like, you know, one of the producers for Kill Me Lord, but not just being a producer for Kill Me Lord, but just being a producer for artists. What is the most difficult thing that you know, that you would that and like advice that you would give to like new and up and coming producers and people like that want to like, you know, do that kind of thing? What is like the most difficult thing that you have to deal with?
Probably definitely like networking is definitely difficult, you know, like
Mm,
trying to like, you know, network with artists and, you know, plan projects to like release and then, you know, just
mm.
somebody just never releases the project that you planned on like releasing, or, you know, you send people beats and they post like snippets of like the track that they made with your beat, but then never really post it to like
Yeah.
platforms. Like that's kind of the
Mhm.
thing that I'm having a little trouble with, but you
Because
know, it just
I
gotta like keep,
definitely, yeah. I
yeah.
understand how you feel about that because like you put so much time into it, and like you're expecting them to follow up like on their half, like they're on their end, you know, and
Yeah.
like yeah,
But
and
I,
like do you feel like I'm sorry to cut you off. I just like I have
no,
so
you
many like
good.
questions in my head for you,
No, you
but
good.
like
You good.
do you feel like and like as like artists and stuff, we're like super sensitive, you know,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like
That's
do
what I was gonna
you,
say.
yeah, do you ever like feel like it's like a miscommunication, or do you feel like not disrespected, but like do you feel like
Nah,
your efforts and stuff were like a wasted when they don't even drop it?
nah. I think a lot of the times is like you got to remember, like, I mean, you're sending it to an artist, you know, they're just like you know, you don't think a
Hmm.
beat is as good as the beat that you're sending them or something, you know.
Yeah,
And so like they record probably like a couple songs that month, and maybe on your beat it wasn't the best song that they think in their head, you know, so they just
yeah.
went with the other songs, and that's fine, you know, like you just got to
Hmm.
remember that in a way. So
Yeah. So you try not to take it too personal.
yeah, I try not to. It's hard
Yeah.
not to, but you know.
Yeah, it's super hard not to. Yeah, definitely. It's super
But
hard not to. I,
just keep working, you know, you can always make better beats. Like that's what I think, you know. There's always better
hmm
beats to be made. Like
hmm Yeah, and that's why like I love interviewing like producers because like without producers, you know, what do like the rappers or the singers or whoever, what do they have without a producer? That's why I feel like it's
yeah.
and I feel like a lot of producers don't get interviewed or do like do like podcasts or anything like that. And I feel like they kind of get swept like not really swept under the rug, but they're like kind of like in the back of the shadows. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
no one really gets to ever like see them like show like personality or anything like that. You know, there is Kenny Beats and stuff like that. Are there any producers that you feel like are, you know, are kind of like leading like the charge on like, you know, producers getting like respect? Like do you feel like there's any like producers out there that like demands like respect for producers?
Hmm. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. I don't think there. I think
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
I would say maybe like maybe I would say maybe just Kenny Beats because like he's
Yeah.
been like doing like, you know, he has like his YouTube channel. Do you ever think about making content and showing people like your daily like you know, routine as a producer?
Maybe. I mean, I do stream sometimes, like, so I
Mm,
think that shit's like fun, you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
the
that's it.
pressure
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
having to stream and make
Mm,
shit quick, like, you
mm,
know, but
yeah.
I don't know.
You know Young Skirt?
Yeah, I know Skirt.
Yeah. I feel like he's definitely like one of like the dopest like because he produces his own stuff too, and like
Yeah.
I fuck with how he does that as well. Like he'll like produce like a whole bunch of shit, and like he'll go live on Twitch and stuff, and like he'll collab with people that like sub to his channel
Yeah,
and
that's
things.
dope.
I think that is super dope, and I think that is really beneficial to other producers as well. And I think it's super important and especially for the
Yeah.
producer community. How do you feel about the producer community?
Uh,
Honest opinion. I want to
I
hear honest
mean,
opinion.
it's okay. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't hate it. I think
yeah.
there's some people who like have like big egos, you know, but it's whatever. You know, people want to think they're better than you, and that's fine.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
I'll
no,
just
like yeah. It's just like rappers. Like rappers think that they're better than other rappers, you know. And like
yeah.
I feel like it's just I feel like as long as it's like a healthy competition, that you know, as long as it doesn't like escalate to where people are like talking shit to each other and like, you
Yeah.
know, like shooting each other down, or
Yeah.
like a producer telling an artist not to fuck with another producer, like that should never like happen. You
Yeah,
know,
no,
I
I
feel like it
definitely
should.
don't go out of my way to tell nobody to not fuck with somebody. That's some weird shit. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that's some
yeah,
weirdo shit. But
yeah. Facts.
nah,
That's
yeah,
weird as fuck.
it I definitely see it as competition, like the whole
Mm,
ego thing. I try not to like feed too much into my own ego. I definitely like,
yeah.
flex on the timeline with my beats and shit, but I just be like working every day and like
Mm.
everyone else doesn't be doing that. So,
Bro,
I
it's
feel like
facts.
that
It's
makes me
facts.
stand out a little bit.
Yeah, like so do you think consistency and like everything that you're doing just I feel like consistency is like is a really big thing. And I see you posting your stuff and like your snippets all the time.
Yeah.
Do you think that being consistent is a really big part of being a producer, of being an artist, of being a creator? Do you like how much do you weigh that in?
I definitely think yeah, consistency is a big part. Like, I mean, if somebody's making 10 beats a month and you're making a beat every day, like you're definitely gonna make more beats than them and you're definitely gonna end up
Mm,
being better than them, like in the long
facts,
run.
facts.
So yeah, I mean, hard work beats talent, when talent
Hmm.
isn't working. So
Yeah, yeah. What is like who are like some of like your inspirations, you know, that you look up to, not even look up to, just you're just like, dang, like this would be like a fire collab, like if I could like work with this person, like this would like make like my life, like my bucket list like goal, like who is like some bucket list like producers or artists that you would love to work with?
shit, I would love to work with Sos Mula, bro. Like I feel like
Mm,
that's
mm,
like my main goal is like to
mm,
just, I don't know, get a
yeah.
project with him because I feel like I feel like I have a pretty good sound for him. Like I feel like my
Hmm.
sound would match with his really well,
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
way. So yeah, that's definitely one of the like most like biggest artists I'd want to work with.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, like I don't really listen to a lot of like mainstream stuff, like a lot, like not that it's bad, like oh
Hmm.
like underground is better, mainstream's not good. It's just like
Hmm.
I just listen to like a lot of my friends and shit, like Vlad and everyone on Twitter, like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
after going to Houston and like meeting him and Beardex and everyone in Kill Me Lord,
Hmm.
like that shit inspires me, all them, like
Bro, I'm waiting for y'all to get a Kill Me Lord house, bro. Bro, like I've been like I feel like I've been asking every single Kill Me Lord member, when will it be a Kill Me Lord house or a Kill Me Lord crib? Like
yeah,
I
that
would
shit would be
love this.
sick.
Yeah, I would like, because like how all these other like content creators and stuff like that, they have like a house or whatever, and like they
Yeah,
all go in on it, they all pay rent or whatever. I think it would be so dope to like, even though all of you guys wouldn't be able to do it, I think that even if like some of y'all like did it, like if it was at least
exactly.
like six or like eight, if y'all had like just a home base to go to, you know, where everyone could just like, yo, I'm gonna stop by or I'm gonna come through, like, you know, I'm gonna fly into Houston or whatever. Like I
Yeah.
can get a house in Houston or some shit like that, and just create content, create music, and just an overall creative space for Kill Me Lord. Because there's so many members in y'all.
There's so many members, bro.
Dude, there's so many members in y'all group. There's like literally no reason how y'all don't have a house right now, like, or y'all have like a
Yeah,
Kill Me Lord like base or some shit.
not for
Like
real. Like it
y'all and
was it was
oh, go
fucking
ahead.
dope meeting them, dude. Like I like I mean they asked me like last year I think to be in Kill Me Lord and I was kind of like,
Mm,
I was kind of I just was
skeptical.
in like a fucking collective, I made a collective umbrella and like
Mm,
it didn't really go as planned, I had some kind of
mm-hmm.
toxic members and shit, so we just kind of ended
Yeah.
it. But like yeah, I ended up going to Houston with them and like dude, just meeting all them was like really dope, dude. Like kind of opened my eyes, like
Yeah. Bro, I like y'all vibe, man. Like, I feel like even though Vlad is such a really good, like dynamic, a real like I feel like he kind of gives me the essence of XXX Tentacion. Like he gives
yeah.
me like that kind of like essence of like a new breed of like dynamic artist. And like he doesn't really flex at that much. He's very humble and like he's very like open, and he like shows love to a lot of different artists. And he doesn't
Yeah,
he doesn't really put himself on a pedestal, and it seems like a lot of you guys don't really put yourselves on pedestals, and you guys build your own brand, but y'all also support Kill Me Lord at the same
exactly.
time. And I
Yeah,
love that. Like I love that. Like you guys are not only supporting Kill Me Lord, but y'all building your own stuff at the same time.
yeah,
Like
and I
that
think
is
that's what's
super
gonna
important.
ultimately make Kill Me Lord last longer is everyone
Yeah,
having their own identity, like
yeah,
outside of
super
Kill Me Lord.
important. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's super important, man. And I really respect that about all of y'all. And that's why I like y'all group. That's why I like Seraphim as well. And
hell
what is
yeah! Shout out Seraphim, shout out Charlie.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
big facts. Um, what is like like some future collabs that people can like expect? Whether it's with a producer or an artist.
Shit, I've had a tape cooking with Scottie the Reaper for a while. We've just kind of,
I just interviewed him.
he
Hell
hasn't
yeah.
sat down and recorded it yet. Man, I mean, I just be sending beats out to like everyone that like asks, honestly. Like, I mean, I do have the least price in my bio and shit, but like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you're good, like if you're a decent artist, I'll send you beats for free. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's just it depends. Like I said, like projects that probably won't come out. I know I have a project with Jesus Christ, but who
Mm.
knows when that shit's gonna come out, bro? And that shit is
Mm-hmm.
crazy. That's probably the my favorite project I've ever produced. Like
Hell yeah.
those songs are so fire. Like, but other than that, like, I mean, just expect shit from me and like Kill Me Lord members, and that's about it, really.
Hell yeah. Do you ever think that like most projects or most like songs don't come out because the artist is overthinking what they're making?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like becomes an artistic choice,
Mm.
you know, they just think that like they've made better songs or can make better songs or something. So
Yeah, yeah. And if that's the case, do you tell them just remake the song that you made on my beat? Like, have you ever like had that kind of like conversation with an artist?
mm, no, like I said, I could just make a better beat or a different beat, that they
Mm,
vibe with. Like we could just
mm,
make something new. Like fuck it. If you're
mm.
not feeling it, like why even keep trying to force it?
Yeah, yeah.
So
So like, do you look at yourself as like a chef? Like,
uh kinda, I guess.
because like it's a taste, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I used to just like really doubt my ability like as a producer. Like I used to like be like, "Ooh, am I going to be able to make a beat?" And like now it's just kind of like how many beats am I going to make, It's not
Mm,
like if I'm going to make any beats, it's like how
mm.
many am I going to make? So,
Fuck yeah, hell yeah. That's what
um
I'm talking about right there. Hey,
yeah.
people watching this shit, and if you are gonna watch this shit, y'all gotta people he just said. It's not like can I make it beat? It's how many can I make? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like, do you ever just focus on like um and obviously you have like that, like the quality, and now you're reaching now you're more on quantity. Is that what like you're at right now, would you say?
Yeah, cuz like I mean, almost like what 2 years ago I used to always use loops, like other people's loops and Looperman and
Mm-hmm.
shit, and I just really kind of
Bro.
doubted my ability and shit.
Bro, I'm sorry,
So
bro. I thought you said sorry, I don't know why I thought you said I'll be using different loops and I'll be using other people's loops.
yeah, yeah,
Oh god, you funny. I know you said
yeah.
loops, but it's not like you said I've been using different loops.
No, no, I know what you
That
mean.
shit made me, bro, that shit made me fucking die,
But
bro. Yeah, dog. Yeah, yeah. You believe so? Like you be using other people's loops and shit, and like just like
yeah.
testing shit out. Yeah. So like,
So I just
What's
kind of
that shit
like
like?
I just decided to like, use like my shit more and like focus on like making, loops like my way and like I
Mhm.
don't know. So
Hell yeah, man. So when you were out in like Houston, like what was like the biggest like what was like the main thing that really like stuck out to you when you like saw all your homies on Twitter and shit like that? Like what was like the feeling that you had when you were out there? I like hearing like these kind of like takes like when they first meet like their Twitter homies, like their collectives that live in like different states and shit. Like what was that? What was the first feeling like? What was the feeling like?
uh like I was definitely nervous and shit, like I never
Oh
met these
yeah.
people, but like I've been making music with them for like a couple years.
They could have been fucking cannibals,
So
bro.
Yeah, so I mean, when I first got to the airport, I had to wait an hour for Vlad and Beardex to come pick me up, and like my
Uh,
first interaction with Vlad was uh me meeting him in Beardex, and then he walking me over to the fucking vending machine to get some cookies that he wanted. He's been eyeing some cookies, but no, it
yeah.
was pretty sick, dude. Like I was really nervous and anxious, but everyone was really dope and just like it was just like homey vibes, you know, like just felt good. Like everyone was really nice and
It felt like you knew
like
him like
make
all your life type shit.
yeah, exactly. And like making beats with everyone was dope too, because like I would
Mm.
just make a melody and then someone would be like, hey, I want to get on that. And then they would start making the 808 and then fucking like the rappers in the room would be like, oh dude, I want on this, and then they would start writing to it and then they would just start recording after we're done fucking arranging it and shit. It was freaking dope, dude. Like it was a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
fun.
fire, man. That's dope as hell to like I was really happy when I seen like this like the turnout of how many people like showed up from like the group to the Kill Me Lori show, and like it just like made me like it reminded me of like the 2015 2016 like SoundCloud days,
Yeah.
like the real like underground shit.
Hmm.
And that shit was just sick as hell to like see. What so you said like you like Denzel Curry and shit like that. What
Hmm.
made you even like that type of music? Like how'd you even like,
That was
start?
that was my homies. My homies like from high school put me on that. Like they were just playing some shit and then I asked them like what the fuck that was, and like the first like real rap project I listened to was like Nostalgia 64 from Denzel Curry, and like that's
Oh
just how I like got
yeah,
into all that
yeah,
shit. So
hell yeah, dog.
like
Nostalgia Force fire.
yeah, and then that's when I just kind of started listening to Raider Clan and like SGP, and that's when
Mm.
I found Bones and Xavier Wolf, and
Let's
like
go.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
What the fuck I'm
Like
talking
I was
about?
listening to all those and shit. So like those
That's
are a lot of
fire.
my influences. That's why like I like the fucking heavy 808s and just like fucking dark, mysterious
Mm-hmm.
sounding shit. Like that's my type of
Yeah.
shit right there. That's the
Yeah,
shit I like.
dog. Yeah, dog. Like that is like definitely like one of like my favorite like types of shit, like the dark, like mysterious shit. And like I like the Egyptian like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
spelling and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
like and I just like how like they talk on the songs too. Like that is why like I gravitated towards like that kind of like stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
love the Sesh Hollow Water Boys like era and how big they were. I love
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Fat Nick
yeah.
and Puya era, and it's just crazy to see where they are all at. And like now we have like this new generation of people that are coming up. And like how do you feel about SoundCloud? Do you think that SoundCloud is dead? Do you think that like and one of the things I don't like, I hate that people look at like people being a rapper as like a meme or whatever, or being a producer as a meme. Like people like to
Yeah.
downplay like that shit. Like how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that stuff?
Um, I don't know. I definitely don't think it's a meme because I definitely
Bro.
like love it. It's something that I like love to do, Like
Yeah.
I work and I kind of schedule my time around like when I can make music, like try to like,
Mm-hmm.
make the most time for that. But no, I don't think SoundCloud's dead. Like I definitely don't use it enough to like network, but I definitely post shit on there and shit. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I definitely
Yeah.
have like fucking come across people that are not on Twitter on fucking SoundCloud that are fire as fuck. So
Hell
I
yeah.
definitely don't think it's dead. And it's definitely like a lot of new people, like newer like producers and artists and shit. So yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
definitely don't think it's dead.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I
Like
just think
and it
it's like oversaturated, There's a lot of people making
mm,
music right now,
hmm.
So
That's like my thing. I think that there's a lot of people making music that look at music as a get rich quick scheme, and people aren't really in music for the love of music. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I feel like that's like where SoundCloud is like it's like Chad down the street could be like, yo, dude, I'm about to make this fucking like Yeet song real quick. Like someone record me, like, and
Mm-hmm.
people just in the like, and that's how you get into like clone rap. You know what I'm saying? Like people are just copying other people's styles instead of making their own styles. And one thing about Kill Me Lord is what I like is that y'all all have y'all own sounds and y'all don't sound alike. Like each rapper is literally different. You got like artists like Lundeen that's like a I would call him a traditional like
Yeah,
rapper.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
Traditional, like
he's traditional boom bap. Then you got Kill
boom
Me.
bap.
Then you got Frosty. He's like a Juice World like type. Like he can sing, he can rap. And then you got Black. Black can get into different bags. Like
Black can do it all, bro.
yeah.
Like he be doing
Black
a
can
little
get into
everything.
Black can get into so many different bags. It's crazy.
And then you got fucking like Lexic, more of like a Star Lord, like screaming rapper. He's fire too, bro. Like
yeah. Shout out to Lexic,
yeah,
bro.
Lexic is fire as fuck.
Yeah, like and then like it's just and then you got Bro can do like so many like when I heard Bro's music when he sent me some of his shit, I listened to it, like I was like, God damn, I'm like, and now like he can like do some of the stuff that like Frosty can do. And I was like y'all motherfuckers kind of sound alike a little bit. Y'all need to make a tape.
That's
like,
what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, like I like how like different like all y'all sounds are, because y'all don't sound like other people, you know what I'm saying?
And it's same thing with like the producers, like everyone is just kind of like
you
producing different beats.
like
Exactly.
For sure. Like y'all really have like y'all own like sound and style, and like y'all I like how y'all don't like y'all all have like your own personalities and stuff. Y'all don't all like think the same. Y'all do your own shit. Cause like what a lot of these like and I used to be very skeptical of collectives and stuff. Like I used to hear the word collective and be like, ew, like
yeah, exactly.
like literally like y'all like Kill Me Lord and Seraphim are the only collectives I have given a pass to in my for me, because like of how different y'all are from like how like collectives used to be. You know, I would say like 2019 2020, I thought collectives was. I would say even 2018, I thought collectives was corny. Like, because they used to like. I've seen so many just be on corny shit, and they would just all dress the same, have the same uniform, talk the same, act the same, like rap the same, and like they would just like they would look at each other as stepping stools to the top instead of actually building each other up and working on their own things. And like I see y'all, I'm like, okay, these people are working on their own shit, and they're also, you know, providing for the collective. And like that's why I really like fuck with y'all shit.
Yeah, bro. We've been trying to like fucking be better about that shit too, and like, you know, have meetings and shit, you know, like you know, all talk, you know, a lot more, you know.
Yeah, that's super important, man. I'm glad to hear that y'all are doing that. So what are like the goals that you have for yourself for like, you know, 2023? Like what are some goals that you want to like just check off the box, you know? Not even for 2023, just in general. What are some goals that you want to check off the box?
Shit, I just want to like produce more music, you know, get that shit like on splits. Like that's the main thing that I'm focusing on. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Meeting more artists and like getting better at networking is like what I want to have a goal, you know. Because I feel like I've been working a lot on my sound and like I haven't been doing that as much. But you know.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Is there any like artist placements that you were thinking that you would like that you're like, yo, I want this artist like placement, like I want this beat placement, like or just for like a TV show, anime, a cartoon, like is there like a would you ever like want to get like a beat placement or do like production for like a TV show, anime, whatever?
Yeah, I mean, that would be dope. Like, I wouldn't mind doing that. And I've definitely had people tell me that like my melodies sound definitely like a video game, or you know, like this beat sounds like it's in a video game or something like that. So I don't know. I guess I'd never really look at like producing outside of music like that, you know? Like I just look at it more as like making beats instead of like what else can I do like artistically with it, you know? So
that's sick, man. So, you know, for the people that, you know, fuck with you, I know you said you had a couple more projects. You said you got some stuff coming out with some other artists. Anything else that people can expect from you?
I mean, just keep expecting beats. Like that's just it. Like I just
Hell
keep doing
yeah.
that, bro. Like I
Hell
work and
yeah.
get off work and make beats.
You ever thought about laying down some vocals?
Yeah, I have.
Got to do
I
that, bro,
think
for the one time.
I think the thing that's stopping me is just not being like in like a living situation that's like comfortable, I guess I could say, you know? So like
Mm-hmm.
definitely once I get my own place, I'm gonna start trying to do that shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, because it's a little hard to record when people are home and shit, you know?
No,
uh
I definitely feel you on that. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Like, I don't even like I have like my own apartment and stuff like that, but like I just now got comfortable because like I live because me and my girl live together. So
yeah,
like I'm just now getting comfortable with doing like podcasts while my girl's like out there and stuff like that. And like I gotta
yeah,
talk my shit and like, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Yeah. And this is like the same with comedy, you know what I'm saying? Like I haven't been like, even though it's not like, even though comedy isn't like a living situation, it's like getting comfortable with like family like showing up to like your shows, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. I
It's
think
like that.
yeah, it's dope
Yeah,
that you do that, bro, because I know that should be scary, bro.
dude,
Like
scary.
that's
Dude, it's scary, but like it's also like I love well, how I feel about like anxiety makes me feel like I'm alive. Like if I don't feel anxiety, I don't feel alive. I need
I
to
feel you.
that's how I feel about like anxiety and stuff. Like I know some people view it like in like their own ways of like, oh, I have anxiety, I can't like do this or that. Anxiety makes me feel like, okay, I'm fucking alive. I'm here. I'm present like in
Like
this
we're making this
moment.
shit happen. Like, yeah,
Yeah. Like
okay.
before they called me out on the stage and like I see like the crowd and shit. Like
Yeah.
it's like all right, this shit's fucking happening. Like the drive up there. Like I be having like and I've talked to people about like I've had conversations with homies like about anxiety, like and other comedians like that are scared to like travel to other places and do comedy. Like I
Yeah.
have anxiety, you know, driving to the destination. Like I'm like, damn, bro. Like I'll be like, I literally will come up with excuses in my head to tell the booker that booked me, like, yo, I can't
Of
show
like,
up.
yeah, why are you gonna
And
yeah.
why I can't show up or why I can't. Like I will literally like come up with but then I'll be like, bro, stop being a bitch and just go. I'm like, I'm alive, nigga. Like, I mean, like,
Exactly.
and I'm in the car driving there and I'm like, I'm alive, bro. Like, and then I get there and I'm on stage and I'm like, I'm alive. Like anxiety, like I feel like depending on who you are, for me, I feel like anxiety is a good thing. Like I will have like extreme like anxiety, like especially when I get like the email back saying, okay, you're booked for this show, and they'll be like 2 weeks or 3 weeks away. I'll be like, fuck, like how can I figure out how to
You
get
be
out of
sitting in the
this?
shower thinking about that shit. Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
I'll be like, fuck, bro, how can I get out of this? Like, how can I just tell them
Yeah.
like, yo, I can't do it? Bro, and like and then like I have a conversation with like, you know, one like, yeah, like a homie or something like that, and next thing you know, oh, other people feel this shit too. Like they try to figure out ways out of like the situation, like instead of like actually doing it. But like now for me, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. Cause like
Yeah.
I've had like, you know, reached out to other clubs and be like, yo, I'm not feeling well, I can't do this show or whatever. And I just stopped doing it. I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna just fucking drive out there. I'm just gonna do this fucking show. I'm just gonna fucking do it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude.
and then like, you know, you have like a really good like turnout. You're doing sold out shows and stuff like that. And my advice to people is like, yo, just take advantage of that energy, because that's
Hmm.
energy you're feeling. Like your heart racing, that's energy. It takes energy to get that heart beating like that fast. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. You
That's
right,
all.
you're right.
That's all energy, and like you just gotta just like take advantage of that shit and be like, yo, I'm about to use this energy and create fucking magic, dog. I'm gonna
Hell
create
yeah.
like a moment, and sometimes you may flop the moment. That's bombing. You know, I've seen comics bomb like crazy, and the
Hell
crowd don't
yeah.
laugh. Like, like you gotta, and then you just gotta roll with the punches. Like, and it's the same with being an artist, being a producer, or anything else. You just gotta like take, just like how you took the chance to go out to Houston. You know, I'm pretty sure you felt hella anxiety just going out
Bro,
there.
yeah,
Like,
I was nervous as fuck, like in the plane and shit, like
you
waiting in the
alive, dog.
airport
You
and shit.
living.
It
You
was
living,
crazy.
bro. That's what living life is like,
I
bro. Like
fucking I had to transfer flights. I was like fucking finding my second plane. Like, where the fuck am I at? You know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, bro. And that's just living life. Because to other people, that's just normal to them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like now, like imagine when that becomes normal, and then you gotta like figure out the second arc of of your life. You know, this is just the first arc. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's kind of
traveling.
that kind of the anxiety thing you're talking about kind of reminds me of just like the whole like not focusing on my melodies and shit, not thinking they're good enough, and then like focusing on them, and then like just saying fuck it, like I'm gonna post it. I think it sounds good, like I shouldn't be anxious about it. Like just if I think it sounds good, someone else is gonna think it sounds good, So
Yeah.
that's
Like,
kind of how I look at shit.
hell yeah, and like I tell a lot of artists, it's like a lottery ticket. Like the more times you put yourself out there, you just cashing in like your lottery ticket. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what can happen. Like fucking Lil Baby or somebody could just be like, yo, who the fuck produced this shit? Like out of nowhere, because like people just retweet stuff, and you don't know who's retweeting what. You don't know who's liking what. You don't know what's going through the algorithm by accident. So the more times you put yourself out there, the more times you're just punching in your ticket to blow up overnight, literally. And like I tell a lot of people, I'm like, yo, dude, don't be discouraged to put yourself out there, because the more times you don't put yourself out there, someone else that has that same exact dream is gonna put themselves out there. And there's lots of other people that have the same dream that you have. So you got to work just as hard. And like you got artists that already have millions of dollars. Like you got like NBA YoungBoy. And I always name drop these people, but you got like Ralphie the Plug, and you got other artists that drop literally every fucking day, every week.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And they've made millions of dollars. So how hard do you have to work? How hard do I have to work? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I
that's why like the whole consistency thing has just kind of become like natural, like it just kind of is what I do now. Like it's not like I have to really think too hard about it. Like it's just making beats.
Hell yeah, man. For the people that want to follow you, for the people that that's gonna fuck with this this interview, this podcast, man, this was dope, man. Where can the people find you, man? Where can the people find Geist?
I go by Geist, but most of my social media is by Empty Annex. So you can just find me at Empty Annex on SoundCloud, Twitter, like YouTube.
Hell yeah, dog.
That's all I use. So
hell yeah, man. Yo, man, this is the Scottie Show, dog. This was a beautiful conversation with the man Geist, straight from Kill Me Lord. Man, I appreciate you for pulling up. I cannot wait to hear what you're going to be doing next. I can't wait to see the stuff that you're going to be doing next. I always peep your loops and like your beats that you post, dog. Man, I just appreciate you for showing up, dog.
Thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
Man, anytime, man. Hey, no problem, dog. Yo, this is the Scottie Show. The homie Geist, Kill Me Lord. Shout out Kill Me Lord. Shout out Blast. Shout out everybody. Yeah, dog. Hey, peace.